Hello, welcome to my YouTube channel. If you are new to my channel, hey, welcome. I hope you stick around. I share my experiences mostly on this channel, the lessons I've learned from them, and so I hope you will enjoy and learn something from my channel. So if you like my videos, feel free to like and comment. I would love to know your views, and subscribe as well so that when I post a new video you can get notified. Aside that, today I really want to talk to you guys about Alaska. Yes, and there's been so many warnings about winter storms coming, and yes, we've been in this for days, and so I'm going to share it with you guys how to really be prepared for a winter storm like this. First of all, if you live in Alaska, you are probably aware that we have long winter, long dark winter and short summer. Sometimes when we are lucky, but our winters are very long, like 8-9 months of winter, and it gets very dark. So if you are living in Alaska, you have to get used to driving to work in the dark, even in the morning, and it looks like midnight. You have to be ready for that. But today, really, I want to dive into how to really prepare for winter storms. And so you want to make sure you have jumper cables, you have ice scrapers to scrape off your ice, you have warm clothes, you have your very warm gloves, boots, heavy boots, because it gets really deep here. It really very deep here, you see, and you can get stuck easily. You have to have a shovel in your car all the time. Have a shovel in your car because you never know when you might get stuck and have to use it. Also, you have to have a cat litter. Oh my gosh, let me show you guys, because I know I had one. It got used up recently. Oh yeah. Hey, you have to enjoy the fun, in Alaska. Always keep a cat litter with you in your truck, and you can see this is empty, so I need to buy more to stock up, because I got stuck one of these days when I went to work, and I was so glad I had a cat litter in the car. So that helped me. I pour it around the tires, and that gave me some traction. You also have to have flares with you all the time, because there are times you can be driving and get stuck by the roadside, and when you stop by the roadside, you have to have those flares to warn other drivers, else they're just going to drive right into you. If you live in Alaska, to really prepare for the winter storms, you have to stockpile for food, and I can't stress on that. You always have to make sure you have a backup of food, because remember, Alaska is isolated from the lower states, and so when there's any emergency, sometimes even the trucks that bring food from the lower states have a problem driving here. And so there have been times like 2 weeks, and there's no meat and stuff even at the store, and even if there is, it might be dangerous to drive through the storm and go, because you might get stuck. You might be taking a chance having to spend money to tow your car because it's stuck somewhere. So you want to make sure you have non-perishable foods all the time. You have foods that you can have a long shelf life, so that you can survive. Even if you have to stay in the house for a week or for days, you will be okay. You always want to make sure you have some emergency tools, emergency equipment, flashlights, because sometimes when we have storms like this, we do get power outages. Yes, the lights goes out, it affects the poles, sometimes trees fall. So you want to make sure you have some emergency kits, flashlight, phone chargers. You have the power pack battery charger. When you're driving in the winter like this, you have to be prepared for anything that can happen. You have to be prepared, because this is heavy snow. It's more than 12 inches high of snow, and you have to be prepared for the worst. So yeah, this is Alaska life. It's fun, it's beautiful, but this is the cons of living in Alaska, and you have to get used to it. You know, you have to get used to it. In storms like this, if you don't have anywhere critical or very urgent to go to, please stay home. It will really help you. So they even advise, and even if there was school, they would have cancelled school, because this is serious. There was even freezing rain. It was so warm. It wasn't snowing, it was raining instead. So we had freezing rain, and you can barely stop even driving in those conditions. So if you don't have anywhere important to go, please stay home. Make sure to service your car, and make sure your car is in good working conditions, so that in case the storm hits, you are not likely to get a broken car by the roadside. You know, it really will help you. You will also want to make sure you are backed on your medications and prescriptions, because if you are stuck in the house, the last thing you want is to get hit with any sickness that you have and not have medication for it. You know, so you want to make sure you have all that. Know the signs of frostbite and hypothermia, okay? You really have to know the signs, so that whenever you are getting that cold, you know, you can tell that you have emergency, maybe to call 911 or call for help. I can't make this video without telling you guys that you see how deep the snow is? I can barely move. Oh my gosh, wow. Okay, so I think this is a sign I have to turn back and go backwards. But you have to always protect your important documents. Just like we get power outages, you know, you want to make sure your important documents, your marriage certificates, your work certificates are all very secured, okay? So that in case there is any issue, you are not losing them. So protect your important documents. It has always been very helpful to have extra heating, extra heater with you. Wood stoves are a great way to warm your house or warm yourself, because it doesn't need electricity. So that's a good thing to have. Now, for whatever reason, if you are stuck at home and you can't go anywhere because of a winter storm, remember to have some fun. You can get out in the snow and play out. There's so many cool stuff you can do with all this snow. So get out, do stuff. Remember to take your vitamin D's as well. And that is all I have for you guys today. And I hope you stay warm and stay safe in this season. And until I come your way another time, remember, God truly loves you and cares about you. Bye-bye.